Hey, what's up grinders? I am Hazard and welcome back to my channel. If you're new over here, please subscribe, it means a lot to me and I'm thirsty for subs. Right, today in this Gems of War video we take a look at the PvP teams for all regions. It's week 6 of season 0 and let's get on to it. We start from the Bay of Stars that is restricted by Divine Troops this week. This week seems to be a repeat of the week 1. We have same restrictions in every region and we also have same pets available as well. I was hoping that they would rotate the pets a little bit better so that some of the gold mark pets would be a silver mark pets, but not this time it seems. Anyway, here's the team. I like speed, you know, you like speed. Well, here's a solution for that. Veneratus starts empowered and converts all red gems into yellow dragon gems. I happen to like those dragon gems a lot when you don't have to think about any consequences when you cast these empowered troops, etc. Those explosions are very good for your mana generation when bad things cannot happen too much. Water Stars, our main mana generator. You either create Elemental Star or those Umbral Stars. You can bless your allies or curse all enemies. And this is very good mana generator. Usually deals AoE true damage and can summon a Bone Naga. Phoenix deals AoE true damage and can summon Wolfire Hunters. Phoenix, I like this troop a lot. Pretty nice. Third rate, Phoenix Blessing blesses and enchant a random ally when you match extra turns. That can be pretty useful in some circumstances. Like, right, yeah. Let's try this team. We don't want to give Mortalis Darkness too many chances to get those lifesteals in. Do we have any extra turns? Yes, we do, over there. And one is ready to rock. Let's do that. We have to... Now we cast our Empowered. That was nice cascades, man. Let's take that over there. Cast first AoE true damage, followed by another one, and we need one more to get rid of that bird over there. Oh, that was a bad miss, but that's fine. Do we have any alignments? No, we do that. Okay, that last miss was a little bit of a bummer, but hopefully we now get our troops going. Come on, game. There! Woo! Finally! Right. That's my speed team for this region. Then we hop to the Winter's Reach, that is restricted by Stormheim troops this week. We are fighting Thomas Gears. Here's the team. We're using Doomed Hammer up top with a Titan class. First of all, Titan class gives all giant allies a 50% mana. It inflicts stun when enemies deal skull damage to you. Thunder Fist helps. Storm Aura, pretty nice. Rock Solid, Lightning Strike 43, they all help. You pretty much know that already if you watch any of my videos. Balder creates 4 skulls, which is boosted by blue allies, and the boost ratio is times 4. Every blue ally is worth 4 more skulls on the board. So this guy will create that's 20. Yeah, 20 skulls when you cast it, so pretty much guarantees an extra turn for you. Theonyx Giant, pretty great troop actually, if you know how to use this. Deals pretty heavy scatter damage, and then you choose to convert 8 gems of chosen color to Uber Doom Skulls. As long as there are some extra turns available from gems that have less than 9 gems on the board, then you pretty much guarantee yourself an extra turn. I try to demonstrate this in the battle if there is an opportunity to do that. And we are using Mistralus as our 4th troop. Enchanted Wind Straight enchants all allies on extra turns. Pretty useful for real, man. Deals splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies and then jumbles the board and gains an extra turn as long as she isn't frozen, of course. Doomed Hammer, yeah, heavy splash damage and can cleanse all blue allies. and stun all blue enemies, and also explode some gems as well. And Doomed Hammer has pretty nice upgrade. This ice over here creates an ice storm when you cast the weapon. Pretty nice, and with 50% start, the mana blocking for Baldur isn't pretty very big deal. Also, if you like, you can put Bloodthirsty on. Enrages on extra turns instead, the Lightning Strike. We could actually leave that Bloodthirsty over there. It's quite useful, as it's Lightning Strike, of course. But let's try this team. Valkyrie is an useful troop too in certain teams. Let's take that extra turn. We want to fill our boulder or our weapon, which happened right now. Okay, now we cast Baldur. I think yellows. Oh wow, this is a perfect board. Now, if you look over here, this yellow gem over here converts to skull and gives an extra turn over us. Here is a 5 match from those yellow gems as well, and there's exactly 8 gems of those. When I cast this troop and choose the yellow gem, we are going to get pretty nice skull pokes and keep our turn as well. Let's do that. Wow. Yeah. And we're back up. I think we could try to convert purple gems if we match extra turn over there. 10, little bit risky, but it could work. I think it didn't. Oh, damn. Well, no biggie. Let's cast Baldur and Mistralus followed by this Doomed Hammer cast. 1 skull poke and this is a match. There. It's a lot more faster when you learn to use the team and aren't explaining everything. That's about Stormheim. Then we move to Aidania, that is restricted by green troops this week. 44, 47, 68. We are fighting Twisted Be Dead. Alright. We're using Maraji up top, who deals 6 true damage to all enemies and destroys magic plus 3 gems on the board. Gains also some attack. Fire Link, gain bonus red mana from red gem matches. Very nice. We're using Essence of Evil as a, how do I say it, a backup troop. If we need to curse or just shut down some troop. There could be a situation where their Beatrix is full and there is Green Storm running, etc. All kind of those things. We are using Essence of Evil to shut down the B in that case. Our main damage dealer over here is Diamantina. You know this troop, very heavy spell damage, and gives 2 magic to all allies when matching skull gems. And we're using Leprechaun to get things going. Explodes green gems and starts empowered. If you don't have Diamantina, you can use pretty much any AoE troop over here. For example, any of the green boss dragons, or I'm thinking if there is a. Let's check quickly. There isn't, I think. Well, anyway, any AoE troop that shares green and red, if possible, because we are using Sun Spirit class, creates a firestorm at the start of every turn. This really helps with Maraji, and it has Root Trap, Snap Freeze, and Firebringer, again bonus red mana from red gem matches. It's pretty useful combination to use Sun Spear with Maraji. Right, let's try this team against King Coptraful and company. We cast Leprechaun, we fill up Diamantina, and usually 2 Diamantina cast for me is enough to wipe all the enemies. There, we kept our turn, and another cast, which isn't enough. There is some spell armor going. There, 18 seconds. That's pretty nice. Again, you can use any AoE troop that is green and preferably shares a red color as well. That's about Aidania. Ancient Khet, that is restricted by giant troops this week. This is the giant build I prefer. Rock Troll doubles the number of brown on the board and then creates 3 brown gems, reduces damage from skulls by 50%, and has the knockout trait that inflicts stun when doing skull damage. That's awesome trait, for real. We're using Rupee Macaque to deal magic plus 2 AoE true damage, then create 3 of those booty gems and explode 5 gems. I'm using Titan Class to give all giant allies a 50% mana and have that Storm Aura and a Rock Solid, and actually now we are going to change the Bloodthirsty away to Lightning Strike. That is a lot more useful in this build. This is a full giant build, and everybody starts with 50% mana. Ogress, you probably know this troop. She pulls herself up to the team, stuns the first enemy, and then explodes a 1 random gems boost by the life. And the boost ratio is 10 to 1. Okay-ish backup mana generator, as is this lava troll over here too. Create a mix of red and brown gems equal to the current red and brown gems on the board. It's quite spammy. Of course, if you happen to be so lucky, so unlucky that they kill your Rupee Macaque, then you have to sweat the win. But anyway, let's try this team and you see how this rolls. Do they have Rock Troll as well? I didn't pay that much attention. They do, at the bottom. Okay. We take that. Who summoned a Lightstorm? Did you do that? Yes, you did, you bastard. Okay, we try this. Then AoE damage. That Lightstorm really isn't helping us, but let's try this way. I think 9, not enough. We do this. And AoE damage. Maybe now. 7, not good. We do Ogress cast. And 1 match of blue should get this job done. There. Yeah. Wow, that Lightstorm was annoying. But it's still pretty good team. In my opinion. Of course. And then we move to Geheron, which is restricted by brown troops this time. 40 VP, we fight against Big Bellho. Big Bellho? Wow. That's nasty. We're using Bork up top, who destroys magic plus 1 gems and then create 3 of those bomb gems. We are using the Grey King. This is awesome troop for these color restricted areas. Destroy all gems of chosen color, and all enemies of that color take true damage and are mana drained, silenced and frozen. So, as we are fighting against brown troops, all we have to do is pick brown gem with the Grey King, and they all will be silenced, frozen, etc. unless they have immunity for that. You could use Elementalist to get rid of some of the immunities by stunning them, but I don't think that is necessary with this lineup. You can use Mechanist class to give Bork 50% mana start, and use Rupee Macaque to deal AoE true damage. The Scourge of Honor, I think I talked about this troop last week. Omen of Nature trait explodes a green gem at the start of the battle. Sometimes this single explosion is enough to have Bork ready to go before you can press any buttons. That's really awesome. Also deals AoE true damage and gains some mana back for each cursed or diseased enemy. And he does curse and disease random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Anyway, true damage build again. Ada, let's try this team. If the rat second trait doesn't do the thing, you can just match yellow or brown gems and your Bork should be ready to rock. We take that and keep our turn. Spam the board. Now we pick brown gems with the Grey King, followed by Rupee Macaque cast, followed by Rat cast, and that soul gnome is going to rest in peace. Very spammy, pretty quick as well. That's about brown. And then we move to Broken Lands, which is restricted by Orc troops this time. I have one favorite build for orcs, and here it is. First mate X-Lobber starts empowered and converts blue gems to rend. Garnox give all orc allies a 50% mana, means both of these, and they create 7 red and 7 brown gems boosted by orc allies. And if you lose troops, they can also summon orc replacement. And by the way, the gem creation boost ratio is 1:1, so every orc is worth 1 red and 1 brown gems. So basically, as we have 3 orcs over here, they are going to create 10 red and 10 brown gems. You can trade costs with Garnox, and when you are doing that, the brown gems will fill your rupee macaque, and again you are dealing that AoE true damage over the enemies. It's pretty good idea to use Elementalist class to freeze and entangle and stun these bad boys and girls over here to speed up the process. Let's try this team. You would think that something like Titan class would be better than Elementalist, but in the long run I found it isn't. So we are running it this way. Create gems, more. Then we do a rupee cost. And then we create more gems and a rupee cost. And final rupee cost, and that's a match. That's about Broken Lands. And then we move to Summer Isle, that is restricted by Suncrest troops this week. Because of the Pathfinder Egris was nerfed, I don't think it's a good idea to use that troop anymore. Instead, we are using this kind of AoE damage team. We're using Hecatel at the bottom, who starts empowered and converts all blue gems to yellow, and then conjures a light storm. Also have the Song of Light that summons a light storm at the start of the battle. We're using Phoenicia, who deals magic +1 AoE damage to all enemies boosted by red gems and burning gems, and if there is a firestorm, she deals double damage. Phoenicia, by the way, is craftable in the Soulforge this week. I think you should get a copy or another one if you have the diamonds. We're using Rubyrat, who deals pretty heavy AoE damage to all enemies, has a chance for an extra turn, also gives 2 magic to all red allies when matching red gems. And we are using this Exploder Staff of Storms that explodes magic +1 yellow gems and grants a random status effect to all Stryx allies, and then summons a Stryx troop. We are using this weapon up top, and it creates also a firestorm at the start of every turn because we are using Sunspear class. Snap Freeze, Insulated, Root Trap, Dilute, Firebringer and Fireblade all help. And something to keep in mind that this team will start with the Light Storm because of this Hecatel second trait. So it's not a bad idea to give the enemy a turn at the start of the battle so that the Sunspear third trait triggers in. And we have the Firestorm running so that your Phoenicia actually deals that double damage. Let's try this team in here against these Suncrest troops. If you don't have blue to yellow alignment at the start of the fight, just grab some red or purple gems to get your weapon going. I think we don't have an alignment with the blue to yellow, so we take that. Red, 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 or purple, we could take this. Nice cascades. The Firestorm is going. Let's deal Phoenicia cost. There's an extra turn, let's do that. And that, and that, and this is a match. There. Sometimes it stalls, sometimes it runs well, but it's okay-ish troop. Okay-ish team, in my opinion. That's about Summer Isle. Then we move to Maraji Expanse, that is restricted by Stryx troops. We're fighting Roaster Lisa. Here we are using a double Phoenicia. Now, if this is too much for you and you have only one copy, you can use something like Garuda, who summons a Firestorm and deals a magic +4 damage to all enemies or you can use, let's say, Queen Xochi. This is Stone Song area legendary troop, deals magic plus 3 AoE damage to all enemies, and if there is a storm, she also explodes 5 gems. But I'm using Wand of Stars and double Phonesia with Sun Spear class. If you get your wand going ASAP, this is very fast team. Let's try this. I guess this. Other Stryx enemies. We do that. Then we do that. Our first Phonesia is ready to rock. We should do a cast. Lots of purple on the board, but let's do an elemental star cast and hope good things happen. Followed by another Phonesia cast, and that's a match. 2 Phonesias is not needed, but if you have 2, you can use them. That's about Maraji Expanse, and then we move to Southwild, which is restricted by purple troops. We're fighting Black Dahlia. Verol up top, who destroys magic plus 4 gems, and Diamantina, who deals very heavy damage and summons a Bone Storm at the start of the battle. We don't want the Bone Storm really, because in this lineup we are using the new Nightweaver class. Not very good class, but you know, gotta level them all up. This is pretty nice because it has the Dark Storm level. Is it level 4? See, level 20 talent. Pretty easy to get this Dusk's aura going, and it really helps when spamming troll and dealing that damage with Diamantina. The weapon we are using Duskbringer. It deals magic plus 2 AoE damage, and which is boosted by purple allies and enemies, and the boost ratio is ×2. So basically, when we are fighting with all purple troops against all purple enemies, you are going to add that's to 16 damage points more for your overall damage. Leprechaun to get things going. Pretty simple but effective setup. Let's try this team. If your Nightweaver isn't leveled to 20 so that you have the Purple Storm, I would maybe use some other class. The Purple Storm is big deal, yo. Let's do damage. Spam the board to be able to do another Diamantina cast, and that's a match. There. I think that's about it. Those are my quick PvP teams for this week. Let me know in the comments if you have some other great teams. I'm always ready to listen and test your teams when you post those. Thanks all. Hats off. Peace out.